Welcome back to Definitely Not Definitive. I'm Ken.
And I'm Bethany.
We're just a rowdy couple in love that loves reacting to some RWBY.
Rowdy for RWBY.
Rowdy for RWBY. This is RWBY Volume 8, Episode number 7. We have a playlist for all of our reactions for this series. We start with all the trailers for it. And we have a link to Patreon. Get a month ahead on our reactions right now on Patreon. Links in the description of this video. Check it out.
Yep.
Are you ready to do this?
I'm ready.
Ooh, it's called War. War is coming.
War is already upon you.
We said goodbye to all the things we loved. Gave up our lives just to find that it was not enough. We left in faith, left our solitude, our carefree peace. What we thought
Such a great image.
Yeah, I don't know if we talked about this, but like, I feel like, while I don't like this song the best out of all the opening songs, this might be one of my favorite intros.
Like the visuals of it?
Yeah, the visuals of it might be my favorite of all of them.
Yeah.
The way it's done. Like, especially like there, like with him in the mirror changing, like, it's just...
some roses will never bloom. Some trains will run on the vines of life will end much too soon. Some
just can't help but laugh every time.
What?
I roll like ways at the scene, you're like, hi. Yeah, dude. I'd be shaking as well. Mm-hmm. Should probably be running. Halt. Oh,
holy hell.
yeah. Releasing more and more. Oh. I mean, like, Jesus.
Yeah.
I can just give up hope right there and there.
Yes, sir.
I am evacuating all citizens to the subway. Prepare Manta Squad Omega and dispatch to every part of Atlas.
What's the HH on his collar?
Citizens of Atlas, please proceed to the nearest underground subway stations for shelter.
Henry Hilfiger?
Yes. Exactly.
Oh man, your picnic got ruined.
You guys are remarkably calm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, look! Oh! Pretty things coming to kill us!
Like, are your ducks not all in a row?
Right?
We can't get the hardline shields back up, sir. The generators took too much damage. Then don't waste resources on them. Beta Squad, the creature.
We tried bombs, missiles, but we can't make a dent, sir.
Sir, Schnee here. Penny is still MIA, but we've apprehended Ark, Xiaolong, and Ren.
Stand by for further orders, and don't let those fugitives out of your sight.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, because we certainly couldn't use their help
Still
right now.
just following orders.
That's where the Grim took Oscar. It's even bigger than I thought.
Grim don't take prisoners.
This one did. If you would just let us go.
Ceasefire. Manta squads.
And it talked.
Concentrate on secondary hostiles. Command is working on a solution for the creature.
What do you have in mind, sir?
We aren't making any progress attacking the thing from the outside. But from the inside, it could be vulnerable. Science team is putting together a bomb. When it's ready, we'll
Skin
drop
has
it
the
off
same
as
level
close
of
to the
thickness as the
target
inside
possible.
and the outside.
Then your team will deliver it on foot. Sending you rendezvous coordinates now.
Of course, sir. We will hold the point and we will get it done.
But Oscar's in there.
You can't do this!
Oh, is she like listening to classical music as she conducts her symphony of evil?
I think so.
It's wrong that I kind of like Salem.
A little bit big.
I don't want her to win. I still kind of like her. Probe droid!
That stunt you pulled. She'd have killed you if you didn't just pop up somewhere else. Still, you can make things easier on yourself if you start telling the truth.
You've
Oscar.
never wondered why she recruited you. You, specifically, to help her find the relics.
We share a vision. She's gonna create a new world order. No kingdoms. And no Huntsman Academies.
I know anybody.
New world order. No. When Salem gets all 4 relics, there will be no worlds left at all.
Mm-hmm.
Don't you get it? She's been alive longer than you can comprehend. All she craves now is release. Death.
Stop lying! Salem can't be killed. When she came for me, I killed her over and over again. The longest she was gone was only a few hours. Before she put herself back together. When I couldn't lift my arms anymore, she showed me that through her, I could have the vengeance I needed.
Oh, Hazel.
Uses you and twists you.
Don't you see that is why she came for you?
Mm-hmm.
Because she could make you believe that this is what you needed?
This is what you deserve!
Yes! But Oscar, the people of Atlas, Remnant, you haven't done what you've done for justice. You've done it for yourself. Because she pushed you to think it would help you. Well, has it?
Good job.
Yeah.
Now what? Am I good for?
Are they gonna kill off Nora?
No.
How is she?
I've done what I can, but she needs a doctor.
Hopefully May's able to reach the others.
No shit. She needs a doctor.
I really hope they're okay. Salem's monster is making Grim faster than the Atlas military can kill them. The city won't stand a chance unless we stop it.
It's massive. Way bigger than a Leviathan. What can we even do?
Penny launched Amity.
Sit here and drink our
message
espresso.
Went out. Do we just wait for someone to come? If they even come.
How did it all get like this?
Fiona said your friends haven't been heard from in a while. Unfortunately, the last thing they're worried about is a couple of kids. Come on, I've got the ship ready to head back in.
What? We can't leave.
It's chaos at the crater. Atlas has its army, but Mantle only has us. People are dying.
People are dying here too. Don't you have family in Atlas?
No. Mantle needed me. And to the Marigolds, that meant I wasn't their son anymore. And I made sure that everyone knew that I wasn't their daughter. So forget him. They've got Henry, yours have Whitley. You get what I'm saying.
I don't know about.
Which side are you on, anyway?
We've heard that before.
There are no sides. We want to help everyone. We're all facing Salem together. And together is the only way we're going to get out of it.
So how exactly do we get out of it?
That is the
So
$1,000,000
long as
question.
this world
Yeah.
turns, you shall walk its face.
Hey, you're gonna do something, kid?
Was the curse cast upon her? But if Salem
Yes,
can
is it good
divide
or bad?
humanity beyond repair,
I think he's gonna good. I think he's
bring
gonna.
all 4 relics back together, she believes that maybe
Yeah, he's away from his
that
dad.
curse will be
Or his dad
broken.
with him.
The gods will rule against us and destroy Remnant once and for all.
Bullshit.
Good story. But if Gretchen's death taught me one thing, it was never to trust you.
Please, let me.
But Oscar,
You want him to trust us, and trust me. Her name is Jin.
Huh?
You want her to come out of the lamp? Just say her name. She can still answer one more question.
Ooh.
After all that, you're just going to give Salem the password?
Giving you the password.
I'm giving you the password. And hoping you'll find the truth for yourself.
Smart, kid.
he's a prisoner, Em. He'll say what he thinks will get him out.
Well, you're gonna screw it all
So
up.
you're still going to Vacuo? After what I just told you?
Those are Salem's new orders. And I know better than to disobey Salem.
But
Look, even if what he said was true, we can't stop Salem. You told me yourself. Hazel tried. He failed, and he got in line. Big guy's not gonna pick fights he can't win. Neither should we.
Yeah, but you're all gonna die anyways.
And
If you
all
help
this
her.
is pointless anyway. Salem's not ending the world. Of course she is.
Yeah. He knows.
You're surprised? Salem is destruction incarnate.
He loves
Our
it.
mistress wishes to see the end of it all. There is no ideal more beautiful. If you couldn't see that from the start, you must be out of your mind. Now, come along, Mr. Black. You and I have a date with the desert.
Ooh.
What's wrong? Don't like being
Have
shoved
fun.
around?
Yeah. Wave at him. Bye. Oh, I love it when you wave. Nope.
I think I would have preferred that she flicked him off. Then I would have known she got a backbone.
Oscar's still in there.
That creature causes more damage every minute. We cannot wait.
Please, Winter, give us a chance to try to rescue him first. We could be your test run. You don't know what'll be waiting for you inside, right? So we can go ahead to check it out. And
Oh, Sean.
look for Oscar while we're inside.
You want to go inside that thing alone?
Wouldn't you do it for Elm? Harriet? Vine?
No, he wouldn't.
Nope.
They don't have that
You
relationship.
don't let feelings get in the way of making the right call. Trading 3 lives for 1 is stupid.
No,
Their lives are already
it's not.
forfeit. There you go, Ren.
He's our friend. We will do whatever it takes to find him.
Welcome back.
Because we care about him.
Who's this dude?
I really had you pegged as the most level-headed of the bunch, but I guess you're just as naive. Feelings don't matter. The job matters. When you lose someone on your team, you move on. Replace them. Like Marrow replaced Tortuga, and Winter replaced...
No!
Clover.
No one is replaceable. You don't really believe that.
Huh.
You are furious about losing Clover.
Yep.
And you miss him.
You don't know anything about me!
Yeah, he does.
He's reading like the energy off people?
I guess so.
That's why you lost against Team RWBY. You You try to fight how you feel about each other, so you'll never truly work as a team.
Shut up! You don't know what you're talking about!
Everyone calm down. Fine. We will drop you as close as we can to the monster.
You can't be serious. They're fugitives and traitors.
I outrank you.
Little rabbit.
If you aren't out in time, we drop the payload. No matter what.
We understand.
By the way, when Winter stopped them, I'm pretty sure she sexually assaulted them.
Think there was a boob grab in there?
yeah.
You don't like this either.
It's not her fault. I mean, she's just taller.
In fact, you don't want to be a part of it at all anymore.
I have a job to do, and I'm going to do it.
Yeah! Yay!
I know you don't either.
Oh, she's got all the emotions.
Oh, wait! What about Crow and Robin? Well, maybe if we get them out of wherever they're being held, they could...
No, see,
Yep.
you just don't get it. This is not a situation where everyone wins. Now you all can come with me to help in Mantle, or I can drop you off near the front lines if you still want to help Atlas. Your uncle and Robin can't save us. We have to choose. So choose.
You're the lady of the manor. Who's that?
Alfred?
Sherlock Holmes?
Klein!
Miss Me. I heard there was a patient here who needed my help.
I am so sorry, Klein. It's my fault that Father...
Please don't worry, my snowflake. It had nothing to do with you.
And everything to do with Jacques.
Well...
The dwarves have returned.
But wait, how did you know...
Ah, young Whitley, I'm so glad that you rang.
See,
May I
he did a
please
good
see the
thing.
patient. I understand it's urgent.
Yes, she's in Weiss's room. Just go up there.
I haven't been gone that long, Master Whitley. I believe I can find it.
You called Klein.
That girl needs a doctor. I didn't do it for you.
I know. That's why it means so much to me.
Aww.
He did the right thing.
Oh, his first hug in how long?
His whole life.
Did you call anyone else?
Did you call anyone else? Maybe somebody really big? Penny? Yeah.
I'm sorry.
They couldn't let us have one warm, fuzzy moment.
Yeah.
To be interrupted by Penny coming down and just her like robot android blood everywhere, saying she's sorry. That sucked.
She did not look good. Not look good at all.
No, definitely not.
The like logical side of my brain is telling me android blood can be replaced, and she's also the Winter Maiden, and like so she can't be killed. So everything's gonna be fine. That's not how it feels right now.
Definitely not. Definitely not how it feels. And then well, you know, we've given a lot of shit for Whitley.
With good reason.
Yes. With good reason. And you know, a lot of people in the community said that, you know, explain why the different reasons why he was the way he was, and like, you know, it's the influence of his father and whatnot. Yes, but at the same time, you still do need to at some point break free from that, and you know, he's starting to taking the right step. So we have talked before, but also about how like nobody's really born evil or or bad. It's just a lot of like hurt people and just bad learned behavior. And I never thought she was. I mean, we didn't like her, but I never thought she was like that bad. Well, I don't know. I have to go back and check our season 1 reactions to RWBY and how much we didn't like Weiss. But like, and we've seen her growth and her change. So it's nice to see Whitley take that first step, and for Weiss to really acknowledge it and embrace it and celebrate it.
Yeah.
In such a great way.
I know we didn't like Weiss at first.
We didn't.
But I think she always just came across as pompous and maybe a bit showboaty. Like it was all and self-centered. Like it was all that kind of a negative thing. Whereas like her brother seemed to savor being a little asshole to please his father, to take after his father. Like he seemed to enjoy the crueler elements of his behavior in a way that I think always made him seem a lot more distasteful. But to that end, when somebody is like, I think it's Maya Angelou who says it, but like, do the best you can until you know better and then do better. All right, he's been closely under the influence of his dad. Here's a moment where he's trying to do better. And when people are making a pivot like that, the best thing you can do is to like be their cheerleader and celebrate that. Because if you mock them for it, or if you kind of like
about time, like
or like sort of like use it to shame their past behavior in a way, they'll revert back to who they were because it felt safer. So the way that Weiss handles that, to give him a big hug, and for you to see that moment where he's like, he's not hugging her back right away. He's very stiff. He's not sure what to do. And then he finally releases into it. That was such a huge, pivotal moment for him. Something relatively small that I think is going to be so huge and pivotal to him and who he becomes.
Yeah, not only shame them, but like there was, because it would have been very easy for Weiss to have like, when he was like, I didn't do it for you, for her to like roll her eyes and be like, whatever, I thought you had changed, but I guess not. Like you're still that same shitty boy that like, but no, she didn't. She's like, no, that's why it means so much to me. And like, so as tough as it was for, I think, Whitley to break free from his dad's, like in his bad learned behavior and do the right thing and acknowledge it and whatnot. I think you also gotta give credit to Weiss for doing the hard work also of not shaming him and like really embracing it, because that's not easy. It's, I think, so many times when somebody, like, we have a certain perception of somebody, they could do a good thing, a nice thing, a kindness, and it's just like, okay, well, fine, like they did one good thing, like they're still an asshole.
Yeah.
Like, and just not sort of embrace it, which again, like you said, like does not reinforce that good behavior. So yeah, it was just well handled all around by both of them.
Yeah, she didn't use the moment to crow a victory, which especially
not to crow, not to the crow in the show.
Right. Yes. Especially if like there is that sort of contentious relationship where like it's been really combative and it's kind of become that thing of like, especially because between her and her brother, they were sort of like kind of like one-upping the hurt on each other a little bit. Like her with her disregarding of him, which was sort of self-preservation because he wasn't a kind sibling. But then him with kind of like just twisting the knife a little bit in various ways. It would be easy in that moment to be like, look, I was right all along. You were the shit. I was right. I'm the better person. Now you finally see it my way. Like it would be easy to do that if you've had that kind of contentious, I'm right, you're wrong relationship over years. But Weiss was so the bigger person and like embraced the idea that this wasn't a calculated political move on her brother's part. It wasn't done for her because he wants something. It was done for Nora because Nora needs it. And likely he's never going to get anything from Nora for this. I mean, like, he's a rich little trust fund baby. Nora came from the streets. Like, there wasn't obviously anything in it for him. he did it because it was the right thing to do. And that is the biggest and best thing that I think Weiss could have ever seen her brother accomplish.
And also shout out to Weiss and Winters, their mom, because she had planted the seed of like, don't give up on your brother.
Yep.
And so, you know, when you give up on somebody, it's easier to like when they do those kindness and they change their behavior and do something nice, for you to be like, okay, whatever, they're too far and gone. Like this is what, like I said, like one nice thing. Who cares? I think that seed was planted. Weiss took it to heart, and then so when he did show that he's you shouldn't give up on him. She answered the call. Ren's ability, what was that about? Like he could see the world. Like I mean, because he already has a semblance. So I was wondering what the hell was going on there. Like it's just like an enhancement of his semblance that instead of being able to like hide everyone's emotions, he's able to now like sense and see everyone's emotions.
I mean, that's kind of how it was coming across to me.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to be terrible with everyone's names again. Like the
Aesop's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just going to be bad with them. I remember Clover. Clover's dead. So there we go.
I only know Clover and I know Harriet, the one you hate.
The Mohawk chick?
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. The puppy dog one. The bushy tail.
Yeah.
To me, he's the puppy dog.
Wolfie.
I love him in that he has sort of seen and been conflicted about the direction of Aesop's for quite some time. And yet there's an element of him that has loyalty, and not just to this team that he is a part of, but to his word. I gave my word. I have a job to do. So I keep waiting for the day that he like comes over to our side. I'm like, come on, buddy, you're a good guy. Like, come over here. But I respect that even as Ren sees this and acknowledges it, and he doesn't contradict it. He's like, yeah, but I have a job to do. That breaks my heart, but it also continues to make me proud of him and like him as a character.
Yeah, and then all the conflicting and swirling emotions going on in Winter.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man.
And to consider the fact that she's dealing with all of those emotions.
Yep.
While leading a team.
Yep.
In like World War III for them on a level like they've never seen before. I got to give her props on just maintaining a degree of self-control, because she's not letting her emotions rule her, but they're very alive within her. And she's keeping a level head on things despite all of the noise that is the combativeness of different team members, the circumstances she finds herself in, the emotions within her about all of this, what she saw in the general, which I'm sure is a piece of that emotion. Like, she's retaining a degree of calm and self-control that is almost freaky. But like, I respect her for it, because I'm like, damn, she is kind of made for this. It's unfortunate that she's following the general, because I think, you know, as we learn more and more, we will come to find that she is like 3 times the human being that he is. But she's under his guidance, and so kind of a little bit in his shadow for the negative right now. But I do think she was made for this. She was made for leadership. She was made for trying to protect people in battle. And I just I look forward to the day when we see that take its turn into a more unified team and like not with Aesop's, basically.
I also like how crazy matches crazy recognizes crazy. And Tyrion is just like, do exactly. He's like, oh no, she's the destroyer. She's going to ruin everything. And it's fucking awesome. How could you guys all not see that? I see it. It's like, yeah.
Crazy recognizes crazy.
And I also like I said, I like Salem. And just like, she's like conducting the symphony of just death and destruction.
So I have to be honest, what it made me think when I saw that was it made me think of Silence of the Lambs.
Ooh,
there is a scene in that movie where Anthony Hopkins is listening to classical music before he winds up dining. And I'll leave it at that for anybody who hasn't actually seen that movie, because you should, because it's awesome. But he has this moment of doing the classical music, and I think at that moment there's a voiceover as well, talking about how, you know, when he ate someone, his heart rate never elevated above a certain level. Like, to him, it was peace.
Yeah.
And that just kind of struck me as Salem in that moment. Like, she seemed so incredibly at peace just there with her music and her death and her destruction. And like, that was her happy place in a way that I don't think we've seen that from Salem. She's had angry undertones, even in her calmest of moments. She's wanted vengeance. And it's like, this is her moment of celebrating the culmination of those desires. And she was very happy by all appearances.
Good job, Oscar. Sort of realizing that these people aren't together out of loyalty, out of like giving their word. And so that's the reason that they're going to like, you know, stick with this. They're here for their own selfish reasons.
Relationships of convenience.
Yeah. And so Oscar realizing that's like, okay, we can tell him the code for the genie, and so that he can get the answers that he wants. And one, it'll stop Salem from using it. Yeah. And so I thought that was just like a really clever, bold move.
It was very bold. I also love the fact that it kind of shows Oscar's leap of faith, but also a recognition of shared humanity.
Mm.
You know, what's his face? Fisty dude.
Yeah, Hazel.
Hazel is hurting.
Yeah.
He's angry because he's hurting. And the only way that he's found to channel that or to feel at all better is to make other people hurt too. Like that, he wants vengeance. It's all he can handle. So he's like, okay, what can I give him that might be a solve?
Mm-hmm.
And he actually gives him a degree of trust and says, here, if you want answers, I trust you with the password. You can have them. And like, for somebody who's been so angry and so bitter and so hurt and on a path of vengeance, that doesn't usually like earn you a lot of goodwill.
Mm-hmm.
So like that little bit of goodwill from Oscar, that little bit of like, hey, I'm not giving this to Salem, but I am giving it to you. Human recognizes human. And I think you might need this. Like, that was such a great moment, such a leap of faith. And like, I can see why Oz is like, why am I turning over the reins to you? What are you doing?
Yeah.
But it was brilliant. And I really hope it works out.
Let us know what you thought about this down below in the comments. And if you want early ad-free access to our reactions, you can get a month ahead right now on Patreon. Link is in the description of this video. Check that out. Thanks so much for seeing our reaction for RWBY Volume 8's episode 7, but just keep in mind
That our reaction is definitely not definitive.